The whole point is to make you feel better, sleep better, and improve the quality of your life. If you're a woman in menopause, you're probably familiar with hot flashes, anxiety attacks in the middle of the night, and generally life on an emotional roller coaster. Even today, I remember the first time that I got one during a creative brainstorming session with colleagues, mostly men, with whom I've been working on a museum project. I wanted to die. I was so embarrassed. I got hot and red and I broke out in perspiration. And it was so embarrassing for me. It lasted only 5 minutes, but for me it was ages. Well, the story is not really about me, but about every woman in menopause. But first, if you're new to me, my name is Yael Gilboa, and this is the Uplifting Lifestyle Vision channel. Subscribe now and help me spread the word to women about how to age with boldness, fun, and flair. So back to the subject. I've been through it all and followed faithfully for all the stages, perimenopause, menopause, and now, thankfully, I'm in postmenopause. And most of it was without the help of YouTube. I had no idea what to do. So I had to figure out methods on how to deal with the stuff that I was going through on my own. And I developed my own mechanisms and techniques that helped me along the way. Some of them I still use today. Actually, all of them I still use today. I'm not listing them in any special order. You have to check what works for you. Each one of them helps in its own way. The beauty of these tips is that they are available to you anytime. So let's get to the first one. Grounding is often referred to as earthing, and it's a practice that involves connecting with the earth's energy by physically touching it, being close to it, or by being close to natural surfaces like soil, grass, sand, water, the earth, anything which is natural. This is a simple but a profound act that is important for our well-being. Grounding allows us to discharge excess electrical energy from our bodies accumulated due to our proximity or exposure to electrical devices and urban life in general, which is filled with electromagnetic fields. The discharge helps rebalance our internal electrical systems, promoting a sense of calmness and reducing stress levels. And the beauty of it, it is readily available to us at any time. Just sit on the floor, even inside a building. Most of the houses, or all modern houses, are actually grounded for safety reasons. I like to lie on my carpet or yoga mat and simply feel my body melting into the ground. I ensure that either my hand or my foot can touch the bare floor to discharge any excess energy from my body. A few minutes of grounding like this will work wonders on your nervous system. Another favorite method of mine is to walk barefoot on the beach. It has such a calming effect on the mind and body. Now, I know that not everyone has easy access to a beach or any water source, so maybe just go to the park, take off your shoes, and walk barefoot on the grass. Try it. It can really help. Yes, we breathe anyway. But there is nothing like to concentrate on your breathing. And I don't mean to meditate. That is something different altogether. I didn't even know that I wasn't breathing properly until about 15 years ago when I went to get some alternative treatment, I think bodily alternative treatment. And the woman said, "Yeah, you're not breathing." And mind you, I was a dance teacher. I was talking all the time to my students about how to breathe in, not to hold their breath. So it was really a revelation to me that I wasn't breathing properly, even after participating in yoga classes. So that started me on a journey, and I had to learn so much, and I'm still learning 15 years later. I improved so much my breathing and my breathing techniques, and I'm sure that I have a lot to learn as yet. But about 10 years ago, a colleague of mine, we met at a party and we were talking. I think I was talking about breathing, and I was teaching my students how to breathe while they were dancing. And she taught me a technique to calm down, to calm myself through breathing. And it was so simple. So I want to teach you this one. It's a simple one. You can do it anywhere, sitting in a chair in your office. You just close your eyes and you do this technique for a few minutes and it will calm you down. So if you are stressed, just sit down and breathe. So it goes like this. You inhale to the count of 4. You hold your breath to the count of 4. And then exhale softly through the mouth. That also to the count of 4. And we do this 4 times. Inhale, hold, exhale to the count of 4. After this session, we inhale to the count of 4, we hold to the count of 4, and then we exhale to the count of 6. We do this 4 times. And then the next session is to inhale to the 4, hold 4, and exhale to the count of 8. And by the time you finish that, the whole system calms down. And it is amazing. I sometimes, if I'm stressed, even on the road, I don't close my eyes, but I do this. I'm still driving, and I'm holding the wheel, and I'm just counting in my head, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. And after I finish that, I've calmed down. And this is especially useful if you are stressed and in a slight panic. You know, I used to have slight panic attacks, especially if I had to go on the stage. So this was really excellent exercise for me. So if you want me to make another video, a full video about all sorts of breathing techniques, just write down in the comments and I'd love to do so. And in the meantime, don't forget to take a good breath in and acknowledge the fact that you are alive and can breathe freely. Do you remember the time that you were so angry with your parents that you stormed out of the door in a fit of rage, slamming it behind you, and went out into the streets, and a couple of hours later, you'd come back, calm, even smiling. Maybe you make a little show of still being angry, but you weren't really angry, because walking around the streets calmed you down. Walking allows us to establish a rhythmic connection with the earth beneath our feet. With each step, we get to feel the ground supporting us and grounding us at the present moment. We become mindful of our surroundings and engage our senses in the smells, the sounds, the colors, and the sights around us. Walking in nature has been shown to elevate the mood, reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, and enhance cognitive function. I chose to live in the country because of the proximity to nature, and I glorify in taking walks outside almost every day. I remember that during the COVID lockdown, I used to escape. We were allowed to go out 100 meters from home, and I'll just escape to the fields, and what a relief it was. Apart from the health benefits that you get from walking, it also nurtures our emotional and mental well-being. It provides an opportunity for solitude and introspection, allowing us to clear our minds, process emotions, and gain perspective on life's challenges. And of course, walking is always readily available to you. Just walk out of the door. When I was younger, I used to get a lot of headaches that stem mainly from stress or skipped meals. So I developed a ritual that helped me decompress when I got home in this order. First, I'll take a painkiller. I think mostly at the time it was paracetamol. Then I'll make myself a hot glass of black tea with sugar in it. And don't tell anyone, I used to drink 3 teaspoons of sugar at the time. I'm talking about over 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, and I don't take sugar anymore in my drinks, but I must say that if I get a strong headache today, which I don't thankfully, I would take some sugar in my drink. And at the end, I would relax in a hot bath. And that was the cure. It usually worked. Running water has a soothing effect on the nervous system, and it is recognized across cultures and ages. The sound of running water, whether it be a gentle stream, a cascading waterfall, or the rhythmic rush of waves, has a profound impact on our psyche. One explanation for this calming influence lies in evolutionary psychology. Our ancestors relied on water sources for survival, making the sound of flowing water inherently reassuring. It signals safety, abundance, and a source of life, triggering a deeply ingrained sense of relaxation and security. Moreover, the rhythmic nature of flowing water creates a natural form of white noise, masking intrusive sounds and promoting mental clarity. This auditory stimulus helps to quiet the mind, alleviate anxiety, and promote a meditative state that leads to inner peace and rejuvenation. So as I say, get a bath. And if you don't have a bath at home, take a shower. Same flowing water. Just let the water wash all over you in the bath or in the shower and enjoy. Just relax. You might have observed that often when you are stressed or anxious, your pet will come over to you demanding attention. Animals have the innate ability to read our emotions, and our pets are extremely tuned to us. It often happens that when they seek attention and we are stressed or anxious, we turn them away instead of just sitting with them for a moment. If we sit close to them, petting them, enjoying the closeness and the warmth, our anxiety might melt away. Petting promotes relaxation and reduces stress levels for both humans and animals. The gentle touch releases oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, which helps in calming nerves and fostering a sense of security. When I do my grounding on the floor, 80% of the time, one of my pets will come over and sit close to me. They seek closeness, and I just relax into the situation. So if you don't have a pet, you might consider getting one. That way you'll never feel alone or unwanted. So let's recap. Each of the techniques I've mentioned can help on its own. Try them. You can combine them or do each one of them on its own as the place or the mood suits you. The whole point is to make you feel better, sleep better, and improve the quality of your life. And if they help you, do me a favor and help me spread the love. There are millions of women out there who suffer from the symptoms of menopause. Please share this video with one other woman who might benefit from these techniques. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and learned something new. These techniques help me even today. So if you did like it, please like this video and of course subscribe to my channel to get more inspiration on how to navigate aging with boldness, fun, and a flair.